Welcome back, everyone. We have got an exciting episode here today. I'm here with my good friend, Mr. Leyland Cypress. Got the tag here, just so that we're all on the same page. Leyland Cypress, or Cypress Leylandi. Screening is the use. It says grow one together. They used to say grow three together. And a bunch of boring stuff on the back. It says they get 50 feet tall, 15 feet wide. That is a lie, dude. They get so much bigger than that. They get easily 50 feet wide. 50 feet tall might be right. Maybe 70, 80 feet. But they get so much more than 15 feet wide. So I'm here to talk about the Leyland Cypress. I think a lot of people, it definitely gets a really bad rap. A lot of people will discourage you from planting the Leyland Cypress. They might try and tell you not to plant it. So let's just go over some basic facts about the Leyland, and then I'll share my personal little story about the Leyland. I think it's kind of humorous about purchasing this exact one right here from Lowe's Home Department store. But anyways, the Leyland Cypress in 1888 was created. It's an accidental hybrid between the Monterey cypress and the Alaskan cedar. That is what's one of them. I forget which one gives which, but one of them gives its huge, crazy big size, and the other one gives like its hardiness. This tree is really, really hardy, super cold tolerant, way cold tolerant. Let's see if it says on this tag. Well, it's probably not even right if it does say. Oh yeah, it does. -10 degrees Fahrenheit. So yeah, that's definitely right. I'd say it could even take colder than that, and that's from the genes from the Alaskan cedar. So a lot of people. So it sounds like a really cool tree, right? A lot of people hate it because it's the culprit of a lot of neighborhood feuds. You probably already know why people hate it. You might hate it yourself. It gets really, really big, like I said. It'll hang over people's properties if it's too close to a property line. It will shed some branches, but any tree will shed some branches, let's be honest. It's not your typical, I wouldn't say it's your typical screening tree. It's more like a centerpiece in itself because it does get so large. It's definitely not like a bush. It's not like a thuja. It's way different than a thuja. A lot of people even mistake the two, the thuja and the the thuja and the Leyland, but they are very different. The growing pattern's way different. With the Leyland, it kind of grows like, you can see in this picture really well. See how it looks like a firework, like bursting off like that? Whereas it's conical. It's a conical shape, but it's not that conical like the thuja. So, yeah, people will really discourage you from planting it. I have my personal experience with the tree is I went to Lowe's looking for a Leyland. I couldn't find them anywhere. I asked the one guy, he said, ask the plant guy. The plant guy said, oh, if you don't mind me asking, why are you planting a Leyland? I said, well, they grow the fastest, and the area I'm growing in has a little bit of shade, but I want privacy fast. And they won't let me put a fence, so it's kind of, I'm choosing this variety for specific reasons. He says, oh, we don't carry Leylands anymore. We stopped buying them. They cause a lot of problems. If I were you, I would just plant a thuja, or planting something else. Which thuja, if you know anything about thuja, if you put a thuja in the shade, it's not gonna grow. It'll survive, but it's not gonna thrive. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be a tall thuja. So this isn't even a full shade spot, but still, it's not suitable for the thuja. I've been planting out this line for a while. I know what I'm doing with the line. So meanwhile, anyways, I'm leaving the store, kind of disappointed, and I look over to my right, and I see this Leyland right here. I mean, you can see how big this thing is. I'm sitting down, and it's taller than me. It's sizable. It was $24.98, so $25. I see it on the outside. So the plant guy lied to me straight up. They were on the outside, hiding on the end cap, like way on the end. And he lied to me straight up, told me they didn't have any, because he didn't want me to plant a thuja that bad on some land that he's never even going to see. Like, this isn't even going to affect this man. So I thought, wow, that's pretty crazy, you know. It's probably worth doing a video specific on Leyland, because I almost kind of feel bad for the tree. Like, dang, like, that's, you know, someone comes looking for a specific tree, and you're gonna actually lie and say they don't even have the tree. That's really hatred towards the tree species. Which, you know, maybe he had something personal with the Leyland happen with a neighbor, which is pretty darn common. So it's very well possible that is what happened. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it for the Leyland. For you specifically, I'd say if you're wanting to plant a Leyland, or you're in the ballpark for a Leyland, so it's two things. It's one of two things. Either you're ready to be pruning the Leyland when it gets to size, and you're comfortable with maintenance on a large evergreen tree, shearing and whatnot, or you have a huge country property. Well, not huge, but you have a big enough country property, and you have a lot. I mean, you have like 100 by 100 huge, like, feet space that you needs filling, and you don't care, and then you just let your Leyland run wild. I have one like that in the woods. But so it's those one of two things. So either if you're in a suburbia, you're going to have to be on top of it, maintaining it. That's why it's not favored when it's versus the thuja. Or if you're in the countryside, you can just kind of let it go, let it ride, and let it play out. And that's kind of how the Leyland goes, you know. So I wouldn't say it's a bad tree. I would not recommend it, nothing like that. There's some stuff with diseases and stuff people are saying, but every tree has a disease or something like that. So I'm not going to let some disease stop me from planting it. I'm not really worried about that. If I keep my tree healthy, I think it'll be fine. Let's just see. So yeah, what else do I want to say about this land? Well, let's turn the camera around and check it out. Hold on. Maybe I don't want to. Oh, let's check it out. Kind of together. So I'm going to pull off a small leaf on the bottom here. Let's take a look at. So these things are not spiky. Well, they are a little spiky. The leaf is not like the thuja, where the thuja is not spiky at all. This leaf kind of has some spike to it. You can definitely see that it's really, really cold tolerant. It has some scaling on there. There's some spikes, but nothing serious. It looks like or it does have a very cedarish smell. Not like the Thuja is very lemony. This is more just a deep cedar type of. It smells like Christmas. Really, it smells like cedar trees. These trees are really, really cool. The bark is a little reddish. Very cool looking. And when, being so cold hardy, I think that's cool too. You know, like they stand the test of time when it comes to being outside in these elements in the winter. The sun just went away on me, so that's depressing. I wish the sun was still out. I really need more sun out here for the plants and for me. Now's the time of year where everything's kind of on pause, and I'm like, waiting for summer pretty much. But when it gets here, it's gonna be good. I got a lot of stuff in the works. So I'm excited with that. Everyone, make sure you stay tuned in for everything, for all the future projects. I still really don't know where I'm gonna put this Leyland. I thought I had a spot in mind, but now I'm like, I don't know. So I think I will film it. So make sure you tap that subscribe and like button if you want to see this little, well, not too little, but this baby Thuja go in the ground, and stay tuned in so we can do a recap on all that stuff. So once again, thank you everyone so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And if you did tap the subscribe and like button, I really appreciate it even more. Thank you so much. And until next time, everyone, remember, keep growing, and peace.